Mount Olympus, a young deity paraded herself. She was the goddess of spring, and her youthful beauty enchanted the male deities. Her name was Cora, but she would become better known as Persephone. Demeter, her mother, was overprotective and shielded the young girl from the Olympic gods. She wanted her daughter to maintain her purity and virginity, as did the goddesses Athena, Artemis, and Hestia. So the goddess of agriculture kept Aphrodite and her son Eros away from her daughter. The divinities of love did not want to have another divinity in Olympus immune to their influence, and planned a way to attack the young goddess. Far from Olympus, in the depths of the earth, there was another god who lived free from the influence of the gods of love. His name was Hades, the lord of the underworld. The endless tasks of managing his kingdom allowed Hades to think of nothing else but his work. But a great tremor disturbed the kingdom of Hades, which rose to the surface to see what was happening. The Etna volcano was erupting, a sign that Typhon, the monster imprisoned by Zeus, was especially unhappy. That's when the god heard a sweet voice coming from a nearby forest. In the woods, Persephone sang without realizing that anyone was watching her. Aphrodite and Eros noticed Hades' interest in Persephone and wanted to take the opportunity. The god of passion and love fulminated the heart of the god with one of his golden arrows, which instilled desire and passion in the hearts of men and gods. Consumed by passion, Hades approached the spring goddess, who did not feel his approach. Hades tried to flirt with the young woman, but she resisted. Impetuously, Hades grabbed his beloved, and the earth opened so that he could return to his domain. With the goddess in his arms, the god of the dead descended through a tunnel into his kingdom. Persephone was very agitated and was locked in a room of Hades' palace until she became calmer. Hades declared his love for Persephone, who, although she felt attracted by the god, was still trying to push him away. Demeter started to get distressed because she didn't know where her daughter was, so she wandered the world in search of Persephone. After much searching, she found one of the nymphs who used to accompany her daughter. She told her how Hades kidnapped the girl, taking her to the underworld when the earth opened. Demeter was furious and would not forgive Gaia, the goddess of the earth, who had been an accomplice to her daughter's abduction when she opened up. As goddess of agriculture, Demeter was responsible for soil fertility. To punish Gaia, she decided to make the land infertile. The goddess cried because she missed her daughter, and, due to the great sadness she felt, she started to neglect her tasks. Zeus started to worry about the situation of the planet, because if Demeter didn't perform her tasks again, chaos would take over the world. The great god tried to convince Demeter to return to her tasks, but she said that the world would remain infertile until she had her daughter back. Zeus assured that Persephone would be freed from the underworld, unless she had fed on some fruit from the underworld. At Zeus's request, Hermes guided Demeter to the underworld. After all, he was the conductor of souls, knowing the intricate ways that lead to the kingdom of Hades. The goddess met her daughter at the very moment she was eating pomegranate seeds offered by the lord of the underworld. After eating the fruit, Persephone metamorphosed and became the queen of the underworld. Demeter rebuked her daughter for agreeing to eat the food offered by such an evil being. Persephone said that her husband was not so bad. He treated her with respect and genuinely loved her. On top of everything else, there she would be a true queen. Demeter's heart felt an intense pain, and she started crying. Moved by his mother-in-law's sadness, Hades proposed a deal. Persephone would spend part of the year in the underworld, and the other part with his mother on the surface. Once the deal was sealed, Persephone returned to the surface with her mother. In the ground, which was infertile, many flowers sprouted. The harvests were chock full again. But the meeting period between Persephone and Demeter ran out, and the young goddess returned to the underworld to see her husband again. Demeter was desolate to see her daughter leave, and, depressed, she neglected her tasks again. But when mother and daughter met again, the world flourished once more. And so the seasons were born.
Guys, if you like my video, don't forget to like and subscribe for new notifications. And comment below how do you like the video. Bye bye.